Our today's topic is democracy at the global level. Students, we very well know that the World War I came to an end on 11th of November 1980. And thereafter in the year 1919, another peace organization was formed, and it was the League of Nations. This League of Nations was supposed to be a futile organization. And it was because of the failure of this League of Nations that finally the World War II happened. Students, we see that with the end of World War II, another peace organization was being formed, and that was United Nations on 24th of October 1945. Students, this United Nations, which was formed on 24th of October 1945, we see that one of the most crucial wings in it is nothing else but the Security Council. This Security Council, it has a decision-making power, and it is a team of 15 members. Out of these 15 members, we see that 5 of them are the permanent members. And students, these 5 permanent members, they have been given the veto power. So these 5 permanent members are USA, United Kingdom, China, France, and Russia. So students, apart from United Nations, we see that there were yet another international organizations which had been formed. For example, the International Monetary Fund organization was formed with 189 members to it. Here we see that this IMF, his president has always been an American citizen, as he is being recommended to the post by the Finance Minister of America. Apart from the IMF, we see that yet another organization, that is the World Bank, was being brought into picture after World War II. So such 2 important international monetary organizations were formed after World War II, students. Students, we should also know this, that there is an excessive American influence that can be seen in the decision making of such international organizations. Moreover, students, we see that the formation of such global organizations has led to the struggle for democracy amongst those fewer nations which had been the upcoming new nations after World War II. These nations, they have always tried to promote democracy inside the world. Students, we shall now pick up the example of Iraq. Iraq was being accused of possessing the WMDs, that is the weapons of mass destruction. And thus we see that major powers inside the world, they declared a war on Iraq. Under an investigation which was being conducted by UN, we see that this claim which was being put on Iraq was completely false. And countries like Britain, USA, and their allies who had invaded over Iraq under the name of democratization, we see that this war of US on Iraq was then declared as illegal by United Nations Security Council. Students, so in this module we discussed the democracy at global level. We understood the peace organizations which were formed after World War I and World War II. And after World War II, how United Nations organization plays its role. We also understood its wing of Security Council. We also understood the 2 other international organizations, that is the IMF and the World Bank. At the end, students, we also understood USA's war on Iraq, and that's it. So students, that's all for this module. Thank you.
Close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left.